Title: Taste of Yesterday. Episode 4 of 5, The Shadow of Doubt. Follow and subscribe to the 5-episode thriller for more episodes. The morning sun streamed through the windows of Robin's bedroom, casting a warm glow on the rumpled sheets. She lay awake, her mind replaying the events of the previous night. The kiss under the old oak tree had been a turning point, a moment of raw honesty that left her both exhilarated and terrified. Ambrose's words echoed in her ears. I want to find out. But what did that mean for them? Were they ready to confront the ghosts of their past? Downstairs, her mother was already bustling in the kitchen, the aroma of freshly baked muffins wafting up the stairs. Robin smiled to herself, grateful for the small comforts of home. As she descended the stairs, her mother's cheerful voice greeted her. Good morning, sweetheart. I made your favorite, blueberry muffins. Robin hugged her mother, the warmth of the embrace grounding her. Thanks, Mom. You didn't have to. Her mother waved a hand dismissively. Nonsense. It's the least I can do. Now sit down and tell me about your night. You came in late. Robin hesitated, unsure how much to share. I met up with Ambrose. We talked. Her mother's eyebrows shot up. Talked, huh? Is that all? A blush crept up Robin's cheeks. Well, maybe a little more than talked. Her mother chuckled, her eyes twinkling with amusement. I see. Be careful, Robin. Ambrose is a complicated man. I know, Robin sighed, picking at a muffin. But there's something there, Mom. Something worth exploring. Her mother nodded thoughtfully. Just remember to protect your heart. You've both been through a lot. At the Flame, the atmosphere was tense. The food critics' review had been published, and while it praised the restaurant's ambiance and service, it criticized the inconsistency in the kitchen. Ambrose was furious, his temper flaring as he berated the staff for their mistakes. Robin watched from the hostess stand, her heart sinking. She knew how much the restaurant meant to him, how he poured his soul into every dish. But the pressure was taking its toll, and she feared it would drive a wedge between them. During a lull in the lunch service, she approached him in the kitchen, her steps tentative. Ambrose, can we talk? He looked up from his prep station, his expression guarded. What is it? She took a deep breath. I know you're upset about the review, but taking it out on the staff isn't helping. His jaw tightened. They need to do better. I can't afford another slip-up. I understand that, she said gently, but maybe there's a better way to motivate them. They're doing their best. He slammed a knife down on the counter, his eyes flashing. Their best isn't good enough. This is my life, Robin. My reputation. She flinched at his tone, but stood her ground. I know, but you're not alone in this. We're a team. He stared at her for a long moment, his anger slowly giving way to something softer. You're right. I'm sorry. Robin reached out, touching his arm. It's okay. We'll get through this together. He nodded, his hand covering hers briefly before he turned back to his work. Thanks, Robin. That evening, as the restaurant closed, Ambrose invited Robin to stay for a drink. They sat at the bar, the dim lighting creating an intimate atmosphere. He poured them each a glass of red wine, his movements deliberate. To surviving another day, he toasted, clinking his glass against hers. Robin smiled, taking a sip, and to new beginnings. They drank in companionable silence for a moment before Ambrose spoke again. I want to apologize for earlier. I shouldn't have snapped at you. It's all right, she said. I know you're under a lot of pressure. He shook his head. That's no excuse. You've been nothing but supportive, and I appreciate that. Robin felt a warmth spread through her chest. I'm just glad I can help. He looked at her, his gaze intense. You do more than help, Robin. You make me want to be better. Her breath caught, the air between them thickening. Before she could respond, the door to the restaurant swung open, and Lily strode in, her heels clicking on the floor. Ambrose, we need to talk, she said, her tone urgent. Ambrose sighed, setting down his glass. Can it wait, Lily? I'm in the middle of something. Lily's eyes flicked to Robin, narrowing slightly. No, it can't. It's about the restaurant. Robin stood, sensing the tension. I should go. I'll see you tomorrow, Ambrose. He nodded, his expression conflicted. Good night, Robin. As she left, she couldn't help but overhear Lily's voice, sharp and insistent. You need to focus, Ambrose. This thing with Robin, it's a distraction you can't afford. Robin's heart sank. Was Lily right? Was she a distraction, a complication in Ambrose's already chaotic life? The next day, Robin arrived at the Flame to find the staff in a flurry of activity. A last-minute booking for a large party had thrown the schedule into disarray, and Ambrose was nowhere to be seen. "Where's the chef?" Robin asked Claire, the sous chef. Claire shrugged, her hands busy chopping vegetables. "He had to step out. Something about a family emergency." Robin's stomach churned with worry. She hoped everything was all right. As the day progressed, the restaurant managed to pull together, serving the large party with only minor hiccups. But Ambrose's absence was palpable, a void that couldn't be filled. When he finally returned just before the dinner service, he looked haggard, his eyes shadowed with fatigue. "Ambrose, are you okay?" Robin asked, concern etched on her face. He forced a smile. "Yeah, just family stuff. Nothing to worry about." But she could see the strain in his posture, the way his hands trembled slightly as he tied his apron. "If you need to talk, I'm here." He nodded, his gaze softening. "Thanks, Robin. Maybe later." After the last guest had left, Ambrose approached her, his expression serious. "Can we go for a walk? I need some air." Robin agreed, and they stepped out into the cool night, the stars twinkling overhead. Finally, Ambrose spoke. "Lily came to see me today. She's worried about the restaurant, about me." Robin nodded, her heart pounding. "I overheard part of your conversation last night. She thinks I'm a distraction." He stopped, turning to face her. "You are a distraction, Robin, but not in the way she thinks." She frowned, confusion clouding her features. "What do you mean?" He took a deep breath, his eyes searching hers. "You make me feel things I haven't felt in years. You make me question everything I've built, everything I thought I wanted." Robin's pulse quickened. "And is that a bad thing?" "I don't know," he admitted, his voice raw. "Part of me wants to dive in, to see where this goes, but another part is terrified of losing control, of getting hurt again." She reached out, taking his hand. "I understand. I'm scared too, but maybe we can figure it out together." He squeezed her hand, his thumb brushing over her knuckles. Maybe. They stood there, under the canopy of stars. For a moment, it felt like anything was possible. The following week brought a new challenge. A rival restaurant opened across town, drawing attention and customers away from the Flame. Ambrose was on edge, his temper fraying as the pressure mounted. Robin did her best to support him, but she could feel the distance growing between them. One night, after a particularly grueling shift, Robin found him in the kitchen, staring blankly at a recipe book. "Ambrose," she said softly, approaching him. "You need to rest. You're going to burn out." He shook his head, his eyes weary. "I can't. There's too much to do." She placed a hand on his arm, her touch gentle. "You can't do it all alone. Let me help." He looked at her, his defenses crumbling. "I'm sorry, Robin. I've been distant. It's just, everything feels like it's slipping through my fingers." She wrapped her arms around him, holding him close. "You're not alone. I'm here." But as they pulled apart, Robin saw a flicker of something in his eyes, fear perhaps, or regret. "What is it?" she asked. He hesitated, then shook his head. "Nothing. Let's get some sleep." Robin nodded, but the unease lingered. The next morning, Robin received a call from her mother. "Sweetheart, I need you to come home. There's something we need to discuss." Robin's heart sank. "Is everything okay?" "Just come home," her mother said, her voice tight. When Robin arrived, she found her mother sitting at the kitchen table, a stack of papers in front of her. "These are the medical bills from your father's treatment. We're in trouble. The house is at risk." Robin felt a wave of panic wash over her. "I'll figure something out, Mom. I promise." That evening, back at the Flame, Ambrose approached her, serious. "Robin, we need to talk." He took a deep breath. "I think we need to take a step back." Robin's world tilted. "What do you mean?" Maybe Lily was right. Maybe this is too much, too soon. Tears pricked her eyes. "So you're just going to push me away after everything?" He shook his head. "I care about you. That's why I'm doing this." She stood, her chair scraping against the floor. "Fine, if that's what you want." Robin ended up at the old oak tree, their place. She sat in silence until she heard footsteps. "Ambrose, I couldn't let you leave like that," he said. "Then why did you say those things?" "Because I'm scared of losing you again." "You don't have to be scared. We can face our fears together." "Do you really believe that?" "Yes, I do." He pulled her into his arms. "I'm sorry. I don't want to lose you." "You won't. I'm not going anywhere." They stood there, the shadows of doubt slowly receding. But Robin knew. The journey wasn't over. To be continued. Follow and subscribe to the 5-episode thriller for more episodes.